What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome to some Creeper World 4. Creeper World 4 from Knuckle Cracker Games hit PC on December 3rd, and it's available through the usual sources. So GOG.com has it, Steam has it, links to everything, of course, will be down in the description below. Now, Creeper World 4 is not a traditional tower defense game, and in fact, on Steam, it's not even tagged as tower defense. However, it is a strategy RTS game that's heavily physics-based, and you are using towers to conquer each individual map. Now, by doing this, using the towers, instead of being tower defense, which it's kind of tower defense-y, it's also tower offense, as you're going to be moving these towers and advancing them across the map just like you would in a typical RTS game. Now, Creeper World 4 is just wildly addicting. I gotta come right out and say that. I can give you an example here. I popped in just to check the game out before I played this video. I started the campaign, and I actually almost went all the way through it after many hours of refusing to turn the game off. Just an absolute awesome game. There's lots of different options. The Chronom, which is daily missions, which will change on a daily basis. Obviously, you've got Span Experiments, which these were missions that were crafted during the development of the game, and it gives us an opportunity to see some of the different missions that are available throughout. In addition to that, and a big part of Creeper World is, oh yeah, player-created maps. So it does have a map editor in-game. You can make maps, you can share maps, and then, of course, you can play maps from various people in the community. And, of course, it just wouldn't be a good old RTS game without a sandbox-type mode. So Mark V is where you can go through and make a randomly generated map based off of the specifications that you put in, like how difficult the enemies will be, how many resources, how many eggs, the map size, etc. And it is seed-based, so if you find a seed you like, you can share that seed without actually creating your own map, and that's going to allow you to do maps that friends have done, etc. Now, let's pop on through. I was originally going to feature this one on Tower Defense Tuesday, but I've been digging the game so much, I just want to do a full Let's Play all the way through the campaign, and then I may end up playing a little bit more Creeper World 4 through, the different community-created maps and a little bit of sandbox. I'm probably going to do a little bit of all of it, to be honest, because I've really enjoyed the game. Now, the first map here we're going to go ahead and skip, so we're going to start off on Farsite. The first map is just raw tutorial. The story, it does have a story going with it, but we're here for the tower defense and the RTS elements. Well, I personally am, so I will show all of the story elements up on the screen. However, I'm not going to focus a lot on the story involved in the campaign here. Now, our objective basically is to get home to Mars, which I'm assuming maybe this one here at the end is going to be Mars. I'm not even sure, as I'm not there yet. But we have to take quite the journey to get there, so let's go ahead and start things off here in Farsite. Now, this is a campaign, so it's going to take us slowly through the game and introduce different elements. This, of course, being the first real map outside of the tutorial, and there's actually still tutorial elements in this map as well. So, as you see, it does have a pause feature. And for me, where I love RTS games, but I am definitely not an RTS pro, having the ability to pause the game is such a huge quality of life for someone like me personally. Now, we will unlock various towers, various defenses, and structures throughout. However, the objectives on each map will become quite clear, and they'll be listed here for you as objectives. So this is more tutorial elements. It's teaching me to use the pause button. We went on and unpaused and paused it, and you see directly above it you do have a speed as well. Now, I do find the game does play pretty darn well at 2 times speed, so I've been playing through most of it at 2 times. It doesn't feel like I've been overly rushed, And here we go. It's telling us what to do. Now, this is our Rift Lab. This is our main structure, or our base, so to speak, that we're going to want to put down on every map. And there's going to be various objectives throughout the map. Like here, since we're just going through it, it's telling us to get over to this item, which this item is going to be a research type item, and it's going to unlock something snazzy. So let's go ahead and we'll just build some towers right over to it. Now, I want to go ahead and keep on building these towers out and, you know, just get ready for what's to come. Obviously, I've already played through this one, so I know what's coming. We're going to be able to smash right through it, but let's get our first tower unlocked. So we're going to get a cannon right here for hitting this little objective here, and I just want to continue the rest of that out. Now, as soon as we get our cannon here, I do want to get some cannons building. So everything is already botched. Alright, and here we go. So we now have weapons. And our first one, of course, as I mentioned, is a cannon. We're going to just pop a few of these bad boys around. Let's see if we go something... Actually, let's just get some building for the time being. So I'm going to just lace cannons all the way down throughout the map. And just get some cannons built, mainly. And I am going to want to fill in my little infrastructure here as we go as well. But let's go ahead and unpause it. We'll put it on 2x speed. Let's get these cannons built and see what we can do. I have a feeling I may end up losing one of these cannons here due to the creep. Now, as you see, our enemy is liquid. And now we see some more objectives are opening on the map. So next it's telling me I want to get over to this objective as well. We're going to want to head that way. And then if we look around the map, there are other items. We got Liftic right here, and then more items which will reveal themselves here in just a moment. So I did end up losing one of those guns. We're just going to continue to let this stuff build out. I'm not going to slap down anything else until these cannons are built, as this is going to be kind of my stepping stone to be able to clear through and get the rest of the map unlocked. I probably went a little heavy on the cannons. Of course, the more I build, the slower they're all building. But I think we're going to be in good shape once we get a few of these popping and ready to go here. So let's just let these cannons go ahead and build on out, and we'll start stretching. So we know our next objective is going to be right over here. We're going to need to push back the creep, which is this liquid, of course, to get over to this next objective. So first things first, gots to have the cannons. Go cannons. Start with your pew-pew at any time now, please. Okay, thanks. And there we go. We've got a couple of cannons available here now. They're going to start clearing this creep that kind of made its way up. We're going to go ahead and move these cannons out just a little bit. And they are popping all over the place now, so we are looking pretty darn good. Let's go ahead and just continue to move these cannons outward all the way down the map here. And I do want to get my infrastructure connected up a little bit better. So we'll throw some power lines down there. Let's get a few more here as well. And let's go ahead and move some more of these out. Now you can drag your mouse and, you know, capture more of these at a time. But right now, this particular instance, I think taking them out one at a time is going to be the way. And then, of course, we know we're going to want to push across here. So I'm going to want to create some more cannons to get that done. Let's go ahead and let's get 6 of them making here. And that will be a nice, good start to getting everything built out here. So as we can see what's safe, I'm going to continue my infrastructure out. Now, say I wanted to build out here. The creep's just going to touch it and instantly destroy it. So you do have to clear before you can build, as you would expect, really. Let's see, let's link it all up. The bigger your network, the better off you are. You're going to be generating more and more power, and additionally, you're going to give lots of redundancy in case you do lose one of the pieces to your network somewhere. Okay, we've got our cannons all made. Let's go ahead and select all of these, and let's just go ahead and pop them all right down here and start working on clearing out the way over to this other objective here. So we should just be able to blast right through the creep here really, really quickly. And oh yeah, it's getting it done. We can bring this guy down now. We can bring that one down another notch. This one down another notch. We can bring all these down another notch. Now I want to grab just these back two, I think, and keep pushing outward. So here's what I meant when I said it's kind of a tower offense instead of tower defense. You get that lovely, lovely offense element as you're pushing out here. So, yeah, we're going to just go ahead and zerg our way right across here like a champ and get to a point where we can connect up this other objective here. And we should be pretty darn close to that point, right? And it looks like we're GG's. Let's go ahead and pop one up here just to clear that little incidental amount of creep that is building up right there. Okay, now we've got this objective. We made it to it now. We've got that item. So what is it? This is... oh, it's unlocking these other totems. So now we see we've got a totem here, and it needs Liftic. We've got another totem here, which needs Liftic as well. And then, of course, well, by gosh, here's the Liftic. So we need to start heading and pushing that way. Let's go ahead and get a few more cannons crafted up, as the cannons are what is going to push us away into our different objectives. So let's go ahead and let those guys make, and we'll just let everything burn kind of in the meantime here. We can advance some of these other cannons down and just, you know, really get them out here. Get them out here where they're getting the job done. We've actually already partially made our way across to that one. We might as well just go ahead and connect it, but let's get all uppity over here and move some cannons out and keep branching on across as far as we can go here. We can take these cannons in the back, move them up, and I think that is probably going to get me across the hump here. Let's see. Yep, and it looks like that's going to get me. We're now connected to the Liftic. We just need to get connected over to the totems. So we've got one totem right here, and we are now connected up to it, and we see we've got another totem on this side. Now the totems you'll definitely be using in an offensive manner as you play the game more and more, as once you provide a totem of Liftic, you see it gives a shield and the creep is burning away. So we've got an area that's protected inside of that shield there. I don't really think I'm going to need any more cannons, but I'm half tempted to make more anyway, just because cannons are cool. And there we go. It looks like we have made it across, and you know, our objective here on this one, top right of the screen, is just to activate two totems. We've got our two totems activated, or almost activated. This one is being fed with Liftic right now, and then that will wrap this very first match up. And there we go. So our objective, of course, is to get back home, and this was not home. So we are done with this one. Let's go ahead and GTFO right on out of here. And that was the first true map past the tutorial, Farsite. So hopefully you all enjoy this series. The game gets quite complex. It's super, super fun. Can get really chaotic. It's all physics-based with that liquid, so your actions will actually create other things to happen. So cool. I'm enjoying the hell out of it, and I hope you all enjoy this series. But that will do it for this episode. Thank you all so much once again. So don't forget to get out there and show Knuckle Cracker some support for this just awesome game, and check that game out over on the various platforms it's available, whether it be Steam or GOG. All those links will be down below. So thank you all once again, and I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.